have you here. We have a legendary fashion icon from Houston, right? My friend, my bro, Mr. X. Let's get it, man.
How you doing, man?
Doing well, man. Thanks for coming out today, man. Well, thanks for inviting me out and the team out.
I appreciate you for reaching out and just, reaching out. I want to support, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Definitely, man. So, man, this episode of Pay Attn is going to be pretty lit. We're going to talk about some great topics. We're going to be talking about the blockchain technology, some of the newest cryptos, Apple's VR goggles, glasses, and, of course, some new NFTs and how to differentiate legitimate NFTs and fraud NFTs, and of course hear from none other than Mr. X himself about who he is, how he likes to spend his time, and his brand label X. You ready, man?
Your money. Call me until I can make it. Call me until I can make it. So I can make it. Your money. Make it. So I can make it. I will never stop like I'm running from the cops. Life is such a fucking roller coaster. Your money.
And you know we here in this label X drip. You did.
A millionaire, I'm a young money millionaire. Your money. Who that said they gon' beat Lil Wayne?
I'm super excited, man. So as we get ready, man, the first topic of today is the blockchain, man. And as the world evolves into a digital climate, right, and more companies and brands are focused on creating a digital footprint in the news, right, it is best to understand the technology that is paving way for this new era, and that's the blockchain. Right now, blockchains are incredibly popular nowadays, but what is a blockchain, right? How do they work? What problems do they solve, and how can they be used? Like the name indicates, it's a chain of blocks that contain information. So blockchains are digital timestamps, like a notary who is a person authorized to perform certain legal formalities. So they're able to draw up certified contracts and do so many more things that allow the blockchain to run and act autonomously. So literally, it's able to run on its own. Now, most people think the blockchain started with the launch of Bitcoin in 2009. But in reality, the blockchain system was created in 1991, right? So, for example, right, I want to talk about Bitcoin's blockchain, right? Bitcoin blockchains is really data that's going to give you information such as the sender, the receiver, and how much was sent. And so with every block, right, what makes a blockchain unique is it has what we call a hash, right? This is a fingerprint for each individual block to help secure and verify the authenticity of this blockchain. So the blockchain technology, it could be kind of complex, man, to understand at first, man, but just understand it's a new technology that's kind of creating new games, NFTs, virtual real estate, and so much more. So just real quick, man, how do you feel about the new wave of this digital currency?
I'm really liking it. Actually, I actually had an opportunity to, I got an opportunity presented to me about a show in the metaverse.
Wow.
Just learning, just trying to learn it. So
that's
as much
big.
game as possible. For sure on it, because I know we're going into the future. Everything keeps moving forward. In life and everything, you want to be on the wave first, for sure. You see everybody capitalizing off of it first.
Fact. So if we talk about the blockchain, right? It just makes sense to talk about crypto. Right. So one of the crypto that we're gonna talk about today is actually called Solana. To understand Solana, right, I'm gonna take you guys back a little bit to how crypto started. Right, so in 2008, right, fresh off the financial crisis, the world's first cryptocurrency made its debut on the global stage, which is known as Bitcoin. Right, it also helped pave the way for thousands of other digital assets, which created the crypto market to grow into now a $3 trillion industry. Right, but this is only the beginning. Right, so despite the launch of so many digital assets, new cryptocurrencies continue to enter the market every week, attempting to tackle the issues that other assets have yet to been able to solve. Right, both Bitcoin and Ethereum are the first and second largest cryptocurrencies by market capitalization and have instrumental growth to the blockchain's engineering. However, there are some things that these cryptos miss that could be improved, which is something similar to a challenge that we see in crypto. So all the aspects of what we call a trilemma is going to be new in cryptocurrency. And what that means, we're just trying to solve decentralization, right? We're trying to solve the security, improve the security, and of course, scalability. How can we grow these cryptos, these portfolios to a bigger level? And so while some projects have successfully built networks that solve one or two of those problems, right, few have come close to solving all three. Right, so that's why we're talking about Solana today, man. So Solana is a 3rd generation blockchain that supports an array of DeFi solutions, right, including the development of decentralized applications, otherwise known as dApps, and smart contracts. Unlike other blockchains, Solana uses a hybrid consensus algorithm that combines proof of history with a proof of stake, enabling the network to carry up to 50,000 transactions per second. Right, so that's just kind of more so understanding how crypto is moving, right? To put that in a sense, Bitcoin does around 6 transactions per second. Okay. Right, Ethereum does around 25 transactions per second. So with Solana hitting 50,000, it's definitely, you know what I'm saying, a faster transaction per second crypto. Now, another thing about Solana, it's another crypto that has a lot of upside potential to take proof in the next 10 years. As of right now, Solana is currently priced at $102 per coin, right, with a $32 billion cap. So if you said, I want to become a coin owner, I want to get into cryptos, right? Solana is not the only crypto, but if you wanted to, it's a great crypto to invest in. And if you wanted to invest in one crypto of Solana, it's going to cost $102 for one. All right, so now just real quick, to talk about Solana, man. What are some cryptos that you probably heard about, man, just in communication or just social media, man?
Actually, Bitcoin, Ethereum, what's the other one? Doge.
Okay, Doge. Okay.
Of course, and a few other ones that were some hit and misses that I seen, you know, like things people promoting, but I guess they call it pump and dump, I think.
Yeah,
so all those different things. So I saw a couple, but of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum. No, the main.
Definitely, the main, for sure. Outside of cryptos, right, it's going to be a new technology by Apple. Right, one of the world's leading technology moguls, Apple. You know what I'm saying? Apple plans to open up an app store for the headset. Now described by Bloomberg as an all-encompassing 3D digital environment designed for gaming, media consumption, and communication. Right, you can expect this Apple VR glasses design to look similar to other VR headsets such as the Meta Quest, which is popular, with a curved visor that slides down over your head, with a comfortable mesh base that rests on your face. Right, now the headband should be similar to that of the Apple Watch technology. Right, the flexible, where this is a cotton watch band, but the silicone flexible is what the headset is supposed to look like, allowing you to have access to 2 high-res 4K micro LED displays within those goggles, right? That's going to be supplied by Sony. So it's kind of interesting to see Apple partnering with Sony. Sony, you know what I'm saying?
You know something big is going to happen, right?
You know exactly, because those are rivals. You know, so literally, man. So you know,
market competitors, sure.
Facts, you know. And so with that, man, that could improve the quality of course, the visual with up to 3,000 pixels per inch. So we're talking about HD times 10, right? There are also room to be dozens of optical cameras for tracking hand movements, eye coordination, and even mapping the environment as you're moving along, and so much more. Apple headset can be controlled by hand gestures, eye tracking, iris recognition, with a possible finger controller that you can wear that can just pretty much allow you to use the glasses in certain ways. But this headset is supposed to be powered by 2 Mac-level Apple Silicon chips for all computing power in the headset. So similar to the same system that's powering our MacBooks or our iPhones, the M2 Apple chip. Like the same thing is going to go into the Apple glasses. Now, one thing about the VR glasses of Apple is they want these kind of to be standalone, right? So they don't want these to be sold with an iPhone.
Correct. They want to be paired.
Exactly. That does not rely on the Mac or iPhone for processing power. You know, so that's going to be cool because most people, Androids and Apple fans, you know, have a kind of beef. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And so Apple releasing something that Android users could possibly give, you know what I'm saying, more people a positive perspective on Apple.
Correct.
You know, but this year at the 2022 Worldwide Developer Conference that Apple hosts every year, they might announce the new glasses. Now, it could be pushed back to 2023 because they want to actually announce the glasses in front of an audience, right? COVID going on right now. You can't really, you know what I'm saying, have public events. But hopefully we will see some progress in 2022 where developers can start getting an early time to start creating apps, right? If these glasses, you had these on, you could probably play games, you could probably shop, you could probably literally look at the map through your glasses. So it's a lot. Now, the price, right? I'm not gonna say it's expensive because it's all about what you want to invest in and what you would use it for. But the price of these glasses to me are kind of worth it. Right, the price has been projected to be $2,000 and above. So we talking about some next level technology that could really change how people view the metaverse. So as a viewer, man, drop in the comments if you would spend $2,000 on the newest, latest Apple VR glasses. Yeah. For sure. So
no, I would.
Okay, Apple or Android, right?
Yeah, I'm Apple.
Okay, Ben. So how do you feel about just Apple as a company, man? Just as the growth we've seen from the iPhone 4 to iPhone 13 now. Yeah.
I mean, the growth on Apple has just been tremendous and everything. I feel like they're one of the biggest brands and companies in the world. So I just always liked Apple, the functionality of it compared to Android, just being comfortable within the phone. You know, if you have Android, you don't know how to work half the things on it because we're so used to iPhones. The other way around, the Android user, I mean, I want to use the iPhone because they're not used to this type of technology. Android's different. So I've been sticking with Apple.
Facts, for sure. Nah, shame, man. Nah, facts. Okay, lit. Okay, man. So I definitely want to shout out Apple, man. I hope the VR glasses do launch real soon. I would definitely like to view them on Pay Attention. You know what I'm saying? For free, probably. You know. Sure. But that'll be the goal, man. But let's keep it going, man. So one of the biggest trends in today's economy, in today's community, in today's social media industry are NFTs. Right, non-fungible tokens, man. So I'm going to talk about a particular NFT, man. So it's crazy. This is one of my favorite NFTs. It's called Clone X.
Clone X.
Right. So we talking to Mr. X today. So I was like, man, let's talk about Clone X, man. It was created by Takashi Murakami.
Oh wow, that's one of my favorite artists, actually.
Oh, so you heard of him?
Yeah, Takashi Murakami, yeah.
Okay, that's lit, man. Okay, bet. So, okay, man, that's lit, man. Okay, man, this is my first time actually hearing about Takashi Murakami.
Oh yeah, so the Louis Vuitton, he did the collab with Louis Vuitton with the, you ever saw like the Louis Vuitton with that's white, it got the rainbow, the LVs and rainbow.
The shoes?
No.
Or just
clothes like scarves.
No, I haven't seen it,
a bunch of stuff.
So he does a lot of fashion with Louis V.
Since like before we were born.
Okay.
99, 97.
Wow, so he's an OG to the fashion industry.
Yeah.
Okay, man, man, that's even better, man. That's better, man. I just learned something new about him. Okay, that's lit. Okay, for sure, man. So his actual NFT, Clone X, is ranked number 6 on the top art NFTs on OpenSea.com. Yeah. You know, he is a Japanese artist recognized for his ability.
He's one of the most copied artists, actually. He's one of the most copied artists.
What does that mean?
So he's the most copied artist. So what I mean is, so his trademarks are copied the most, are infringed the most. You understand what I'm saying? So his flower is mostly used like a smiley face. Person who's in a smiley face, you know, it's
going to be used a lot.
Exactly. So the flower he created is used a lot. Everyone uses it.
Wow. Oh man, that's crazy, man. I'm glad I learned something new, man. Okay, for sure.
Identifies Takashi Murakami.
For sure, Takashi Murakami, man. Okay, well, lit. So he is, you know what I'm saying, very popular in this culture, right? Yeah. And one reason how his NFT got launched, he partnered with RECOGNITION, right? A creator-led organization that uses the latest in game engines, NFTs, and blockchain authentication to augmented reality, combined with manufacturing expertise to create a one-of-a-kind sneakers and or digital artifacts and assets. Now recently, right, RTFKT was just bought out by Nike. Right, this acquisition is another step that accelerates Nike's digital transformation and allows us to serve athletes and creators at the intersection of sports, creativity, gaming, and culture, says John Donahoe, the president and CEO of Nike. Right, he said, we're looking to acquire a very talented team of creators with an authentic and connected brand. Our plan is to invest in the RTFKT brand, serve and grow their innovative and creative community, and extends Nike's digital footprint and capabilities. Right, so if you've seen any updates on the metaverse, Nike is actually in the middle of creating their own Nike world, where you can actually start coming in wearing Nike clothes digitally on your NFT avatar. So this is really big, you know, outside of NFTs, this is really going into the metaverse at the same exact time. You know, and NFTs in the metaverse are actually kind of linked in because of the blockchain on Ethereum. But yeah, man, but back to CloneX, man. Since its launch, CloneX has over 18,000 NFTs with less than 10,000 owners, currently with over, in the last 24 hours, $300,000 worth of trading volume. So within the last day, right, it's been over $300,000 worth of people either purchasing, buying, selling, or, you know what I'm saying, trading NFTs. And so I'm really excited, man. But now let's definitely talk about NFTs with you, man. What have you been hearing about NFTs? What is your perspective, or how do you feel about NFTs?
Actually, I feel NFTs are the next big thing. Like just for my brand, for instance, like I'm a very creative visual person, so I actually really love the idea of it going digital and just being able to turn my sketches into 3D art and just doing shows where I could reach more people, doing it, you know, online where people could come into my world and view the clothes, you know, purchase the clothes, just give them an experience that people haven't had before. Just give people experience and just that really just motivates me, really.
For sure, man. And I kind of, man, that's kind of lit, bro.
Dope stuff.
Okay, for sure, man. That is dope. And I kind of want to highlight, man, I would love to see you in the metaverse doing a fashion show, bro. That'll be next level, bro.
Next level.
That's next level, bro.
Real.
Like, you gotta have the goggles to see that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That'd be dope.
That'll be lit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When you told me that, I was like, it blew my head, bro. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Because Young Thug had a concert in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber had a concert in the
A
metaverse.
lot of people I've seen, it's a lot of good stuff going on in the metaverse.
Yeah, man. Facts,
Sure.
man. So let's turn it up, man. I want to highlight how to identify if the NFT is legitimate or fraud, right? One of the first things that you want to look at is the brand recognition, right? Now, this is arguably the most important factor to consider when looking at the validity of an NFT project is its brand. Right, if an NFT collection has a history of active trading and a steady increase in value of individual NFTs in the collection, you will have likely stumbled across a legitimate NFT project. Now, second is going to be community size, right? Discord, right? Discord is the leading platform for all talks, NFTs, and more. Right, the most reputable NFT collections typically have vibrant communities of collectors and fans. Yeah, on Discord, man. If an NFT brand you are looking at has little to no community, it's hard to find communities online. There's no one discussing the NFTs, such as empty Discord or near empty Discord channel. You may want to stay away from it. Right, it could potentially be fraud. With NFTs, all this money, there's no way you should be in a dry or non-active Discord channel. You know. So that's the second thing, man. Third, identify the creator, right? If an NFT collection has been officially launched or sanctioned by a major brand, celebrity, athlete, or established artist, you are very likely dealing with a legitimate NFT. So like on the last episode, De'Aaron Fox, a legitimate NFT. If LeBron James, if Young Thug, right? Snoop Dogg just dropped, he's about to drop a Back on Death Row music NFT project. You know, so you know it's authentic because it's coming from
behind it.
Exactly.
The reliable source.
Yeah, man. And so, you know, with that, man, that kind of gives NFTs a different beauty, man. The beauty of NFTs and one of the things that make them attractive to artists, brands, and creators is their traceability. You can see who the original creator was, when it was minted, how many people have traded it, and even how much it has been sold for in each individual transaction or trade. Right? This will help you to avoid buying fake NFTs from scammers who simply right-click NFTs, save them as JPEGs, and sell them as originals to unwitting buyers. Right? The more established the creator, the more likely it becomes that you are dealing with a legitimate NFT project, even if the collection was not launched by a celebrity or influencer. Right? One of the next things you want to look at is the underlying blockchain, right? Ethereum has been the go-to chain for NFT markets, emerging as the most popular blockchain for NFT creators and brands. However, in light of Ethereum's mooning gas fees, other chains such as Solana are coming and taking a piece of the NFT market share, right? Checking out the blockchain network NFT project operates on will help you to understand how safe your NFT can be in the long run. So it's more so of a way to kind of protect your asset based off understanding what blockchain it was built on.
Yeah.
Next is going to be the intellectual protection rights, right? You want to ensure that the NFT brand has intellectual rights to what they are selling. For instance, if an anonymous NFT creator is using images of a celebrity or a major brand, there is a good chance that that creator is violating intellectual property rights. In this case, the owner of the intellectual property may sue the creator, and the value of the NFT will soar.
It's like that Meta Birkin. I don't know if you guys saw
Meta
that.
Birkin? I heard it, man.
The Meta Birkin, where they did the girl, it's this artist, she did a Birkin bag, right? And they did like super dope, like where they look like furry and stuff, and then Hermes like is suing her for it and stuff.
Because
like,
it was kind of, Hermes has furry bags.
No, they don't, but it's just because it literally looks like a Birkin bag, so they're suing her for infringement of their stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
So literally, okay, so the intellectual property behind Hermes product is why they're suing her.
Yeah.
Wow. The last way to identify if it is legitimate or fraud, giveaways or airdrops, right? Arguably, the easiest way you can tell that an NFT project is a fraud is if it's given to you for free, right? Or if you are asked to participate in a competition or a giveaway. It's a trillion-dollar industry. If you got an NFT for free, you know what I'm saying? Even the AMC theaters deal with the NFTs. You have to buy a movie ticket
in order to
get the NFT. So if you get an NFT for free, more than likely it's fake, or you know what I'm saying, someone is trying to get you out of your money.
Here at Label X, we focus on art within seams, leaving the distracted masses and joining a focused few. In this lifetime, not all finds peace, but peace comes within uncomfortableness. Label X.
I think it's time for us to get a chance to know a little bit more about you.
Yes.
Right, so man, I'm super duper excited, man. So, you know, I definitely want to shout out and say thank you again for having us come out, man. You know, in your Houston studio, in your Houston office, man. I'm grateful, man. I definitely look to learn more about you in this table talk and interview, man.
Yes, sir. You got any particular questions you want to start with?
Absolutely, man. So, you know, I want to kind of allow people to get the chance to know you from the foundation, man. You know, there's going to be some people first time listening to you.
Yeah.
There's going to be some people knowing what you do, how you do it, man. So, real quick, man, who is Jamar Latin, man?
So, Jamar Latin, I go by X. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I started sewing. I took an interest in sewing when I was 16, and I started my parents' garage actually on a $50 sewing machine. And ever since then, I just fell in love with it, and I was like, I just really want to do this. And it just kind of just started happening, and you know, just setting goals, short-term, long-term, just reaching those goals within time. You know, it sacrifices everything. You know, when you're starting a business, you know, sacrifices and just timing and just all that different stuff.
Right. For sure, man. Okay, that's lit, man. Okay, so I'm glad you answered that, man. How do you spend your free time when you're not creating?
I spend most of my free time just thinking, honestly, like, you know, just racing.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure, man. What does investing in yourself look like as a designer? You know, as a fashion designer.
Yeah, so investing in yourself is the most important thing with fashion, because, you know, it's very expensive, actually. Like, you know, you can mess up sometimes. You may not do something right, and when you mess up in fashion, it costs you money when you mess up. So it's just, investing is the most important thing, I feel like, along with your time. Of course, you know, time is the most valuable asset in life, period. You know, but definitely investing in yourself is the most important thing you can do, man. Just invest in yourself.
Definitely. Okay.
You can't invest money, invest your time in yourself. That's the most important thing. The money comes second at the end of the day. You can have all the money in the world, but shit, if you're not investing your time into it, you can dump all the money you want into it, but you're not gonna see the outcome because your time not on your mindset, not on it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just all that. You gotta tap into that space and just really lock you in on it.
Okay, for sure. So what is your definition of an asset?
My definition of an asset, I'm pretty sure like everyone's definition of an asset in life, you know? Like you got assets, you got liabilities, you know? Assets is that house, you know, a house, you want some land. Some people asset may be their car, you know? It just depends on who
what
you are,
do, how you
watches. Yeah, correct. You know, it can just be so many different things in life. But for me, right now, all my assets are in my clothing, for sure.
Okay, I did kind of want to highlight that. I seen you invest into a sewing machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could expand your production.
Correct.
You know, so just talk about that, man. Why did you say, you know what, it's time for me to make the decision? You know what I'm saying? It was just
so my manufacturer was overseas, correct? I built a relationship with a manufacturer overseas in Italy and Pakistan, two sister companies. So my fabric was coming from Italy, and then I was shipping it over to Pakistan to get it sewn for cheaper rate than what they'll do in Italy. So this last order, I had like a big order. The customer got 8 outfits. And I sent them more. I sold another 5 outfits, so we come like 13 outfits, and sent them all the money and everything, and then, you know, they just ghosted me. So I took a big hit on one of my orders. So then after that, I was like, it's time to, you know, come back and just figure out what can I do. So I sat down with my parents, and then it was like the best thing to do was to open it up for something myself, hiring someone to sew, and just getting in here and locking in, really.
Yeah. Man, okay, that's
so
good.
it was a mess up that got me here.
But
a bad thing got me to a good thing, and that's what I say about sacrifice and learning. Learning costs money when you're doing any business. You know, you gotta learn, and you can take a hit when you learn in any business. You know,
absolutely,
for sure.
Okay, for sure, man. Well, you know, as a you know what I'm saying, as a person, man, you know, as a man, as a student, man, you know what I'm saying, even as a fashion designer, what is your biggest strength?
So my biggest strength, I think, is my mindset. Just the way I think about things, and the way I go about doing things. So I feel like that's my biggest strength.
Okay.
For sure.
For sure, man. Okay, what does a normal day in the life look like for you?
So a normal day is waking up about 7 a.m. Get up, gotta do my dogs. I got 2 Frenchies, so I'm doing them. I got a lot of energy in the morning when I'm leaving. Then I head out, I pick up my seamstress now, and then we come here. I may have meetings like recently. We just recently opened, so to the public. So I've been having meetings.
Congratulations on that, bro.
Thank you. I've been having a lot of meetings, you know, fittings with my customers and just sourcing for my customers. Just a lot of emailing back and forth, phone calls, in-person meetings, Zoom. I just got a new PR company I'm about to grow with, and we're about to do some good things. So just doing all that.
Yeah,
all
I like it, man. A lot of motion, man.
Forward,
I like it, for sure. Okay, man, for sure. Man, so my next question, how do you stay focused and consistent, man?
I would stay focused and consistent. I think I've been doing it so long every day, because just so long every day, I'm just used to it, you know? Like just being consistent, like it's not even a thing where I'm waking up like, I want to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like every day, it's what I'm on, you know? Like every day, this is what I'm doing.
Without a question, without a doubt. First thing you
doubt,
think about when you wake up is...
It's other things that take me off, like my girlfriend say, like, you'll never think about nothing else. Like you only care about that, you know? Like it's just how it is. Like,
you gotta get
explain it, man. It's just how it is, you know?
That's real. That's real.
For real.
Okay, man. Well, this last question is kind of a fun question, man, for you, man. If you could go shopping in any country, where would you go and why?
Japan.
I
go to Japan because they lead the fashion industry for sure. And when I started, Japan was like just my favorite thing. I used to always Google like Japan Fashion Week and shit. Yeah, I really like Japan.
I expect you to say
Kashmir Kami is from Japan.
Yeah.
It's a lot of you got a lot of people. Yamaito, you got so many people out there.
Yeah.
Who in Japan are just inspired.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say Milan or something, bro. Okay, so Japan. Okay, so I didn't know that. So Japan is leading fashion, even in front of Milan.
Yeah.
So why is Milan known as the fashion capital, or is just that's where people do big fashion shows?
Correct. So that's where the shows are. So they're like the face of the shows. You know, Milan, Paris, then New York.
Yeah, we need a relation in Milan.
Nah, yeah, I actually had an opportunity to go to Milan 3 times actually.
Yeah, okay.
Now it's just, you know, like I said, timing, everything. And when the opportunity presents itself, when you're overly prepared, it'll come good for you. You just gotta be overly prepared for opportunity. You know, when the opportunity presents itself.
I agree.
No such thing as luckiness.
For sure.
When the opportunity presents itself, that's when you gotta do it.
Your money.
And you know we here in this label extra. It is.
I coast up in the trunk. Your money.
So my brand originated like I'm 16 years old, just a young. So I'm 20 now. And taught myself 2 years ago. I launched Label X with my first manufacturer, and just been running from there. So Label X is somewhere to craftsmanship, quality, and turn heads and have people coming back for more. So the collection is called Latin King, and a diamond plays a big part in my stuff because they're formed under rough conditions. So 2 X's together, no matter where you put them, side by side, this way, it's going to form a diamond.
So now that we just got a chance to kind of find out about who Jamar is outside of the business and how he thinks, how he moves, you know what I'm saying, what he's anticipating, right? I kind of want to find out, how did you know that fashion was your purpose, man? It kind of feels like you're in your purpose right now.
It was like, I knew it was my purpose when I went to LA to my first manufacturer. And I came, like I told you, opportunity presented itself, and I came overly prepared, and just the conversations that I have with people when I'm talking to people in the world of fashion, and they're just like, yo, like you're gonna be the biggest. Like, you know, I just inspiring people, just people reaching out and like, yo, like super inspiring. Like I say, when you're doing something every day, man, you overlook those small things that go good for you because you're so stuck on this long-term goal that I get lost in the short-term goals where I don't celebrate them as much. You know what I'm saying? So I think just really knew it was my purpose.
For sure. And when did you go to LA? Where you was at?
I was 18.
Okay,
2019.
Sure. How did it feel to be a New York Fashion Week headliner in 2021?
It felt amazing, actually. It felt that was a very inspiring trip, a very humbling trip. It was just great. Like that trip, I learned a lot. That trip. Just knowing connections and everything. Like that was a very good trip.
Okay, for sure. What's the most memorable experience from New York?
The most memorable experience when I saw my clothes on the rooftop and I looked out the window and I was like, sheesh, this is so live.
It's the beginning.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
Ooh, okay, I like
so
that.
Stressful. It was stressful backstage. So much going on.
Okay,
So
for sure.
much.
For sure. I feel that. So adversity and people don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But you
It
still
looked
got
good.
product.
Yeah, it looked good on the front, but
Yeah.
a lot.
For sure. That's lit, man. I appreciate the honesty, man. For sure. Okay, so man, as a fashion designer, man, one thing that you strive to be is different. You know, so I kind of want to ask you, man, what message can you give to the person that's watching this that's afraid to be different?
Leave the distracted masses or just join the focus view. That's all you gotta do, just be yourself. Just dig deep and just be yourself. And don't let anybody tell you nothing, you know? Honestly.
That's lit. And who inspires you as a designer, man?
So Robert Swan, not in order.
Yeah,
Robert
for sure.
Swan, Virgil Abloh, Takashi Murakami, Kanye West. You got Amiri. I got Rick Owens, of course. One of my biggest.
You don't know about Rick Owens.
Yeah.
That's crazy. People don't know.
So Japanese designer. But Robert Swan, Rick Owens, Virgil are my top three.
Okay, lit.
You should definitely check them out. Sure.
Okay, for sure. Okay. What celebs do you favor with their sense of style?
Sense of style. Recently, the way Playboy Cardi came back out, I like it because it's influence he had on everyone. You know, that's that big. Like that's not anything no one can just do. You know, pull like Kanye West when he came back out and we in that Kanye era again because he runs. So I said Kanye, Playboy, Travis Scott, of course. That's really it, honestly, because.
Okay, for sure. Now, out of those three, who do you feel like is the best dresser out of Kanye, Travis, and Playboy?
Chill, Travis Scott.
Travis?
Yeah.
You can put it on sometime. Like
Sure.
You can put it on sometime.
On some chill, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I consider them different. Like, I consider Travis Scott and Kanye artists. I consider Playboy Cardi and like Gunna rappers. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I know what you mean.
categories. So like,
I know what you mean.
they artists and they rappers. So like, artist-wise, Kanye. Rappers-wise, like a Gunna, like Playboy Cardi. They're like now just getting back on their influential, those two. But those four got the most influence on both sides, for sure. Musically and fashion, for sure. Those two.
That's
You
okay.
can't forget about Thug, of course, but you know, he kind of got that lean guy, you know, he getting older now. But he definitely still up there too, though. Sure,
Okay.
he started a lot of stuff too, though.
Okay.
Sure.
And my last question, man, for this part of the interview, man, what was it like moving to Atlanta, being on your own, not having family to kind of be around you? That first leap of faith, man, what was that experience like? What made you make the decision? You know what I'm saying? And then how did you, you know what I'm saying, grow in that whole environment?
So Atlanta was kind of, it was heaven and hell at the same time, kind of, because, you know, you're alone, you don't got just there, you know, just there in that space. And I had a townhouse out there, so like 3,500 square feet, so I had like a lot of space. Like my whole basement was just my studio. I used to call it the dungeon, the red room, because it was like I had red LED lights in there.
I think I
saw
saw
it.
it.
The red room, and sometimes you feel trapped, you know, when no outlet. Like I felt a little trapped for sure, a little suffocated sometimes, but I worked through it, you know. And I had some good stuff in Atlanta. I had a pop up in Atlanta. G Herbo came out with Baby, Jay Wade, 808, Mafia. I had good come out. like good turnout. My pop-up, I worked with some good PR out there and marketing. So I felt like it was more to hone in on my craft. So I felt like it was, it was definitely like just got me locked in and able to execute things that I needed to get done and learn and understand like this is how it could be if you don't get right. Like this is how it could be. You know, so like I learned, like that's how life can be if you don't take control of your life.
Okay.
You can
That's
get stuck
real.
in it.
That's real.
You have no way to get out of that.
Okay. Now this is the last question. What 3 words would you use to describe your sense of style?
Unique, extravagant sometimes for sure, and uncomfortable. Because I say with fashion is feeling uncomfortable to be comfortable. Because most people don't have no sense of style, but they see someone else in it, they not feel comfortable in it, but they see somebody else in it, so they like it. Being uncomfortable to feel comfortable. That's what I think fashion is.
Okay, for sure. That's lit, man. Okay, bet. So we are just finished the interview, man. So lastly, man, I'm about to set 60 seconds on my phone, bro. We're about to do a bonus round. So I'm about to just ask you some questions, man, for 60 seconds. Answer them as fast as you can, man. But this is a chance for me, audience, and people just get to learn about what you like to do, man. How you like to spend things. So let me get this set, man. And we're gonna get started, man. It's gonna start as soon as I read the first question, man. So stocks or real estate?
Real estate.
Okay, NFTs or crypto?
NFTs.
Dior or Louis V?
Louis.
Okay, favorite color?
Red.
Favorite animal?
Lions.
Favorite number?
0, 0.
0, 0. Okay, favorite book?
Favorite book. Honestly, don't read books.
Okay. That's cool. All right, private jet, private yacht?
Yeah.
Cashmere or leather?
Leather.
Okay, New York or Atlanta?
New York.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Both.
Books or audio books?
Books.
Meditation or affirmation?
Meditation.
Sewing or printing?
Sewing.
Would you rather have your fashion show in Milan or would you have your fashion show in your own city?
Milan.
Okay, man, that's a bet. Time up. Okay, bet. That's a bet, man. 60 seconds. So hopefully, I hope you guys got a chance to just pick up from the conversation that we had about, again, the blockchain, about cryptos, about NFTs, and about some of the newest trends with Apple's glasses in the interview with Mr. X. I appreciate you for coming out, man. Definitely.
Appreciate it.